Hello guys, welcome to weekly outlook here on the DXY, the pound USD and gold. I'm quickly starting with the DXY here. The analysis here is price came up to a very critical area here of 105.60 here on the DXY last week. That has been after we had a pullback into these regions of 104 and a very big bull run towards the end of the week to these regions of 105.60, 105.75. Now my outlook for this week is there's possibly that we might get like a little pullback here from DXY. It looks like we're very bullish now, but we are coming off from a strong resistance area right now, so we might just get a pullback to this region here, and maybe that continuation here. We might still be hinged here, but my possible bet here is if we get a breakout of this region here, a retest, then I'm sure we might be seeing price come to retest the regions of 106, 106.40 basically. Okay, for continuation of sales, I don't know. I don't think we might be seeing any sales apart from the little pullback we might get here, because it looks like we held off these regions of 105 as resistance, 1, 2, kind of like a breakout, but we saw the CPR pull back to pick up orders into these regions and then come here to create a new high. So possibly we might be up for a continuation to the upside. If we take a quick look at the daily time frame, we saw a couple of days back, we saw this big huge bullish candle, and then we had like, this is more like a pullback, and now this is like a continuation. So if we look at it in the overall daily time frame perspective, we had price make a new high, pull back here like a continuation, so we might continue to the upside going forward, and that's why I'm having a strong bias for buys. So back on the 4 hours time frame, more or less we've had a new high here. Now we might just pull back a little bit and then continue to the upside. And then another confluence for that pullback is if we slide down to the 1 hour time frame, we might want to use our Fibonacci retracement tool to make this sort of like, okay, from these regions. So it's correlating with the fact that this might be a 61 and 50% retracement region. So more or less this is it. Okay, that's that. I'm anticipating a continuation of bulls for the DXY, but before then we might get a pullback. But if we don't get that pullback and continuation, then we might see a breakout of this region, then maybe a retest, then a continuation. That being said, for the DXY, let's head on to pound USD. Correlating with the DXY, if we continue to the bull side on the DXY, then we might just see a good breakout of this region. If we break out of this region, come back for a retest, then I'm sure we might be getting a continuation to the downside for the pound USD. Other than that, if you notice, we was here on a very strong support, and it looks like we closed around that region, weakening out. So we might just get a little pullback. If we get a little pullback, then we might then get that push to the downside. Let's just put it this way, in case we still want to hold off that region. But my best bet is if we break out of this region, if we break out, we retest, then we'll continue to the downside. Other than that, we might just get a little pullback to this region here. All right, just a little pullback, then we'll continue to the downside. That continuation would be if this are a break, a retest, then we can continue. Okay, so that's that, as simple as that for the pound USD. We've seen previously price creating higher highs, higher lows, higher. We might be at that situation or a scenario whereby we're about to change the trend. Okay, so but what's holding off now is this strong support. A good break of it, we might just get a continuation to the downside, all the way from 126.90. We might get price coming back all the way to 125 psychological level. So that being said, let's head on to gold. Gold looking good. At this point, we've seen lower low, lower high, lower low. We'll create a lower high now, then we might continue to the downside to create a new lower low at around 22.73. If price breaks above this upward trend line, then we might start considering price to go to the upside. That's my analysis for this week. But as the way price is looking right now, we might just get price continue from that region to create a new low, as simple as that. Or we might just get price to come to this upward trend line one more time and then continue to the downside. If price breaks more or less around this region, this looks like a huge psychological level, or sorry, a huge resistance level of 2350. Let's put something there around this region here. Okay, around here. So if price breaks above that region here, we test, then we might start looking for price to buy up. This is my analysis for gold, as simple as that. I'll see you guys for weekly recap during the weekend. Make sure you back some pips this week, and yeah, ciao.